choice but to be young and dumb for the last time. Then you came to me like a wave from the deep blue sea, and I cried, 'cause I knew what it meant to be brand new. Oh, shiny my light, redefined. Ooh, every time I thought about the leaves falling down like teardrops from the tree.
Back in the forest today at a waterfall I've been to a few times and I've always wanted to go and rappel. So today I'm going to show it to you like it's not been seen. This trail is about 3 miles round trip, not too bad. As you can see back there by the trailhead, people have been nice enough to leave walking sticks if you need one. But this path is pretty much just a beautiful, easy hike. Now this hike is pretty popular. A lot of people come here in the summer. So even on a day like today, during the week, quite a few cars in the parking lot. Not packed, but there was at least 10 cars there. So, and it's a Wednesday. But it's beautiful, it's sunny, so probably why. So I've been thinking about creating another playlist that's going to be like a behind the curtain playlist where I go to waterfalls that are, I don't want to say popular, but well known, and show them to you in a different perspective. I've already done this a few times, but this will be the first one I actually do for that playlist. So here we go. Now for the most part, this trail hugs the creek and you can hear the water most of the hike. Whatever you do, don't be tempted to go down to the creek. Here there's really no reason to go off trail. In this little section, it's beautiful creek narrows, but it's definitely not worth the trouble of actually going down into the creek, which I have done before. Let's see, I'm walking over to one little edge right now so I can kind of show you. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a really pretty narrow section where it's carved into the rock. A very pretty creek, but not worth going down there for. Way more trouble than it's worth, and once you get down there, you're pretty much stuck all the way until you can get to the next point where you can get out, which is, from what I remember, is not close. So totally not worth it. Here's a little bridge we got to cross. If I'm not mistaken, the last time I came, this is where I went down into the creek. As you can see right now, it's really high water. Beautiful, but also pretty dangerous right now. I also gotta say, aside from this hike being pretty easy as far as the path, there's not too much elevation gain. And what elevation gain there is, it's pretty gradual. So, pretty easy. Now the Falls Creek Falls Trail goes up high on top of this ridge and continues parallel to this trail, which is the one we're using to get to the waterfall. I've never been up there because there's no waterfalls up there, but if you're trying to spend a day out here, that's another trail you could take. So I know I said this was an easy hike, and it is, but I'm gonna modify that a little bit now that I'm more than halfway into it. I'm gonna say the trail in is mildly challenging, especially once you get past the halfway mark. On the way back, it's 100% an easy hike. It's all downhill, and you can do it at least 20% faster than the hike in. But I found some of the elevation gain. Again, it's not bad, but it'll get you sweating on a hot day, that's for sure. You can always tell when you're getting close to the waterfall because the big ones always sound different. I can see the big waterfall and it is going off right now. This could get interesting. This is probably the view you're used to seeing, people standing right on that rock over there or right here with this beautiful waterfall backlit by the sun with all this mist. It looks amazing, much bigger than I expected, but we'll go have a closer look.
This is a waterfall constantly shown on Instagram and other social media platforms. Not just because of its natural beauty, but also because of the ease of access for hikers. But they always take the same pictures and show it in the same way. I'm going to show you from my point of view. I never thought Falls Creek Falls was a very creative or fitting name for such a beautiful waterfall, but I guess it's not really necessary. This waterfall is one of the most powerful in southern Washington and has good water flow year-round. It's fed by natural springs and streams that come from Red Mountain Plateau.
Yeah!
The upper tier of this waterfall is not visible from the main platform. A lot of people don't know it's there, and if they do know, they've never seen it. It was an incredible experience rappelling down this fan-shaped waterfall that at its base grows to over 100 feet across. This second tier of this waterfall is over 120 feet tall, and as soon as I saw it a few years back, it caught my eye as the most prominent feature in this waterfall. It is stunning. Each side of this waterfall is different, and I knew I had to rappel it one day. If you're curious to see what intimidation by nature looks like, it's this view right here. I've always wanted to rappel on the Down Creek left side of this waterfall, but believe it or not, due to water levels, this was the safer option, and I know it looks nuts.
Oh, wow. Yeah!
I knew rappelling this waterfall in particular was going to be quite an adventure, but sometimes no matter how prepared you are or how safe you play it, how good your gear is. Sometimes you slip, and right here, I fell right into the full brunt force of that waterfall and got annihilated.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cold. But beautiful, what a way down. Oh my God, look at this. Incredible.
While looking back, I fell in love with this section of the waterfall. I had so much fun on that rappel. It's so beautiful. One day I'll go back, not to film, but just for fun, just to enjoy it. And with that, we look forward to the final 90-foot plunge style waterfall that has a huge deep pool at the bottom of it. Because this final drop, all the water is channeled into this small funnel before it goes over the lip. You have to rappel on the dry side unless you want to drown in the waterfall. There's so much water. This waterfall adventure lived up to my expectations, something I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I gotta tell you, after I was done, it felt amazing.